this headline from the Wall Street Journal when Alex, the producer, put it on my desk. I kid you not. For those of you that are viewing, I want you to watch the face. I literally saw this and I went. And for those that are listening, I had this big, goofy grin, eyes wide open, because I was like, these are my people. Who are these people I'm talking about? Job hunters take a stand. We're not writing cover letters. You know what it made me think of, Joe? The great rock song, We're Not Gonna Take It.
Twisted Sister.
Thank you, Joe. Twisted Sister. I got out on the end of the diving board and I didn't have a dive. And Joe jumped in at the last minute to bail me out. I just knew the lyrics. I think this is what's going on. We're not going to write cover letters. That's the headline from Wall Street Journal. All right, so let's dive into this. Obviously, more and more younger job applicants are really put out with the cover letter. Now, some of you that are a little bit older, or shall I say, more mature, Gen X, hello, that's me, and boomers, slow your roll on criticizing the youngsters. I'm on the youngsters bandwagon on this particular issue. It's not because they're lazy. It's because they go, what's the point? Let's dive in. Some are saying it's insulting because usually you've spent all this time, or people do stress out about cover letters, they submit it, and it's all algorithm based anyway. So if their cover letter doesn't have all these keywords in it and it's this big giant game to try to get noticed by a freaking computer. I'm with the kids on this. I agree. So it's like I'm doing something that largely has little to no impact. Some job seekers are saying writing cover letters is a job itself. No reward after all this effort and stress. They cite one young lady who's like, it doesn't even make sense to do a cover letter. She goes, it's so much effort to try to write something you think is going to impress somebody. She goes, I got my current job. Listen to this. By contacting employees at companies she wanted to work in over LinkedIn. What? How many times on this show have I said that LinkedIn is great for information, not connection? But what she did was she contacted them either via LinkedIn or found their contact information on LinkedIn and reached out to them. And she said the way she got her job is that one employee who she didn't even know personally, but she talked to him, that employee connected her to the recruiter internally and she got the job. And she points out she never wrote a cover letter. Slow clap. Why am I slow clapping? Why am I pointing this out? Because we have so much crap that we do because it's been done that way for decades and decades and decades. And the very people who put it out as a requirement, more on that in just seconds, they don't really care. Because this story of 27-year-old Gianni Latange proves the point. At the end of the day, hiring managers want the right talent. They don't care how they get them. All right. Another story, Devin Miller said he wrote about 10 cover letters to companies he wanted to work for. Each was different, making them very customized because he thought it would signal that he was a great candidate. He heard nothing. But to get his current job, he responded to a recruiter who had reached out to him and had just asked for a resume. And that recruiter just took the resume and did the work. Again, ZipRecruiter.com. They're going to work for you. They don't require a cover letter. Let's go. So a recent Resume Lab survey of 200 hiring managers and recruiters found that 83% said cover letters were important to deciding whom to hire. So we still have an overwhelming majority of recruiters and hiring managers asking for something that is largely irrelevant in my mind. And they say, well, we think it's important to understanding why the applicant wanted the job. And nearly 3/4, that's 75% last I checked, said they expected a cover letter, even if it wasn't asked for. So now it's a hidden lever. Now, can I tell you how mind-numbingly stupid this is? 3/4 of hiring managers said, we expect a cover letter even if we don't ask for it. Why? Is this some sort of trick? Can I just call out how stupid that is? You are discounting qualified candidates because they didn't submit a cover letter, even though you didn't ask them for a cover letter. You're an idiot. If you want it, ask for it, you dolt. I mean, come on. What are we doing here? I'll tell you what we're doing. It's a sacred cow. It's something that we've always done, and we don't care why we do it. We just think, oh, they're not a qualified candidate. Come on, folks. Are we hiring mind readers? If we are hiring mind readers, I'm okay with that. Everybody else, if you want a cover letter, tell them what you want on the cover letter. What's the game here? It's stupid. Little quick commercial. At kencoleman.com, we have a free guide called the Resume Guide. It's in our resources page at kencoleman.com. Just scroll, get on that resource page, you'll see it. We've created a resume template. By the way, we sell resume templates too, $9.99. You get 6 different options. And the way that the resume is laid out encompasses all the things that you would put in a good cover letter, which is why our resume is so popular. We've had Fortune 500 companies tell our audience, never seen a resume like this. It was fantastic. Go check it out. And it'll prove my point as to why we don't need cover letters. We need better resumes.